Hello, 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 everybody. You know what? I've shown my face here. I don't know why. So let me put the camera in here. And it's small. So you'll be able to see me. Let's get the camera up here. Not that you necessarily need to see me. Because I'm doing art. Well, sort of, I guess, art. Okay, so, yeah. As I'm calling this show for Saturdays, bugging out, creating Insecto Almost. Figured I'd go with a little bit of a pun, a play on words. Of course, y'all know that this is what Insecto originally looked like. Now, a couple months ago, when I started doing this, I ended up redoing his look a little bit. Now, there's Jack and Caddis. So this is more viewable. The original look for Insecto and the new look. And the new look came in more the fact that I couldn't this Jack. Uh, I wanted to figure out how Insecto would work his wings and all that. Hey, how are you? Long time no see. I'm hoping every Saturday at noon, unless I've got something going on, to do this for a couple hours. Start working on Insecto 1 again. As you can see from here, I've got some of the layouts done. Over here, that's the title page. Right here is number 1. First page. No, I think I started working on other pages where Insecto was a little bit more. But maybe what we will do is we get panel 2 here in a bit better. Just basically is a hand on a steering wheel. Because it's pretty easy task. The other panels in this are, like that's supposed to be a fire truck there, that big blob, and the panel below, and then it's supposed to be passing the car that Jack is in, which I do have an idea for that. I went online before and went through this. Let's see if I think that I was thinking something like this, hauling a trailer, but I think that would be hard for some of the scenes coming up in it. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is giving them something more along this lines. Or we could go like that. So you'll be able to fit a lot of boxes and stuff in there, because where he's moving to, there's going to be furniture and all that. He won't need furniture, but a lot of him and his new wife's clothes and stuff like that, more personal type stuff they would take with them. Leave the rest at whoever's house in storage, if they have anything. But because they're just new married, they wouldn't have a lot of furniture. And he's going to college out here in well, not out here because I don't live there, but out in Nova Scotia. So there's a little bit of stuff for that. And then I do have an idea for a cover, but I've got to grab that flew off one of the hard drives in. So we're gonna take that out. Okay, so with all that said, let's grab and put a new layer in there. We'll do this. This I don't think is going to be too hard, like I said. It's just we're going to need to get a. Oh, helps when we're on the right layer as well. You know what? Instead of trying to freehand this, let's go for a curved line. Okay, so there we go. And we, you know what? We're gonna just copy and paste that line. There. I didn't do too bad freehand earlier, it seems. We're gonna merge that line with a little below. And we'll just take this, make our brush slightly bigger here. We'll take this out. And there we have part of a steering wheel. So now it's just putting in Jack's hand. I think those fingers are a little too big. Do not close up. Again, this finger is too thick. That would be the fourth one. Go. Spin. Okay, so that is looking decent. And I think it's typical. Okay, so now I can okay, so I want to I'm going to take what's on there out. Let's see, this is take this out. Finish that finger on there. Yeah, we're going to finish off this. Should finish it off right. And so there would be the thumb. There. Right. Not quite the most relaxed hand, but this allows us to know where to put. So let's see. What else? Let's see. On this level. Hey, Sketch, how are you? what you got going on. So, yeah, I think we're there. Where's this? So I'm trying to, as you might be able to tell from the title, do can you Insecto #1. I've got I've got it laid out a bunch of stuff. Um, for all the pages. That's supposed to be Jack McAdder's hand on the steering wheel, who's going to become Insecto. Star. It looks alright. It probably can look better, but I gotta figure maybe that out later on. But it looks better than what it did, in my opinion. Not that you know what it looked like from when you were first seeing when I, when I first started, but you could check that out if you go back in the thing. Is everybody hearing me? Can you hear me? Am I just talking and nobody hears me? Or, yeah, it says my mic's right one. It's doing. We got 3 people watching. We just got no people talking as I talk. So that's all right, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna go on to another page because this is a lot of buildings and cars and stuff, which I can draw a little bit, but I want the scene a little bit better for those. And I've showed off the cars. I need to find myself a nice fire engine to do model from for this. So we will save that. Save page 1. So what I was doing was I think I was going by through it all and just drawing Insecto in wherever he was. Um, I might do that still. I know I started it differently. I was gonna go in and draw each character where they were, but I do have to change Insecto in a bunch of these. Things. Oh, yes, I was trying. Oh, okay. Oh, no problem, no problem. Okay, so let me also need to bring up. I've been better feeling under the weather. Oh, sorry to hear that. Uh, First comments. Characters. So, as you might know, I redesigned Insecto. You know, cut, change the size of the canvas. Save as a PNG. And how the redesign came about was, I was trying to figure out his wings in the back, and looking at real insect wings, and okay, so yeah, I was doing this on the chill stream, um, and then it led into me just redoing a whole bunch of redesign of them. Well, not redesign, but doing uh, turnarounds or starting with turnarounds. You're usually just doing the front pick for now. Um, Most of them I've got. It's just they do not look the. Some of them look better than others. We'll say. So let's come up to panel 2 here. We're gonna start to do what we were doing before, and we're gonna get Insecto in each panel throughout the book. Especially with this new redesign, to redo some stuff. There we go. Glass. Are you still driving? What you got going on there, Sketch? Besides, I not having felt too good. You know, just right there. That's right. Okay, so there's the feet. I gotta make that look a little bit better still. So that's the feet with the new, say, new design. So, yeah. I hate when it blobs like that. Let's see if these, I could do that. No, it does pen. Trying to do some smooth lines here. Almost getting this looking nice. Oh, sorry, I'm at a noisy grocery store pharmacy. If you're talking to me, I can't hear. Oh, okay. Well, I'm talking to you, but not. Well, I have been talking to you and haven't. Just trying to talk in general. Just trying to see how people a little bit know what I'm doing. Not that you can hear me telling me that. Okay, so there we go. There's no, I'm gonna come back and redo those even more, but at least they look a lot better now, I would say. So close panel two, put a lock on it. Okay, so now we have panel three here. Now panel three has two sets of hands here, or supposed to. There's his hands, and then it's going to be his wife's hands. So we're going to get, we call this Insecto's hand. Hands. Then we'll create another folder below here. I think Betty, Betty McCandles. Betty's. But we aren't doing Betty's hands right now because we're not concentrating on Betty. So let's move this down a little bit. And let's add another layer there. And I've got a picture up here that shows me um, the design. So So we're gonna have to do that a little bit better. Okay, so it looks better, but doesn't look better at the same time. That makes any sense. Okay, so I guess we'll put this down a bit. Let's get maybe that's the problem. Let's get back to some basics. Okay. Okay, so we have this. Over here. That's it. Now we're gonna take that. Hey, well, how are you? What's up? Hope your day is going great so far. Yeah, it is. The title may or may not suggest. I'm working on Insecto. Well, I think it said yes. I'm working on Insecto #1. I'm not sure if we looked at the title or not. And just saw that it was on and decided to come on without even looking at the title. And either way, it's good. But how have you been doing? How's your day going? I'm going to be trying to be on here every Saturday to do this, working on Insecto like every Saturday. trying to on to Friday. Going to be trying to on to be working on the Shield 3, coloring it. Can't take all this out. I want his biggest hand. I want his arm. I'll throw in another. Figure this design that I did. Well, doing pretty well. Just hanging out for a little bit. My niece has soccer game, so I'm gonna go watch that. So, no, cool. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying. Like I said, trying to do this every. I'm gonna be trying to do this every Saturday at noon Eastern for an hour or two. I got to work on that bit. Okay, so let's take the arm out like that. Let's take this hand out of it. Let's produce that down. So let's see. What's supposed to be happening? Jack McAdders is playing with his wife, a lady that is trapped in a building, and he is being transformed into the hero. That is the plan. Yes, sketchbook, drawing Insecto all on my own, coloring it, everything. Insecto is not going to. We're planning on doing all my books individually now. Insecto is like about the seventh campaign away, so I figure I have enough time to do it and make it look good. So I'm gonna bring in layer 18 just because I accidentally put the hand for the other hand on that layer. Let me know if you need cover or covers. Um, well, I'm probably going to do a cover myself for sure. That's a plan. Um, I'm not sure what my plans are. Obviously, my first issues I like to have at least one alternate cover. Um, so if you want to try and work on something, I can send you the new design for Insecto if you want. Well, I think I sent you a picture of it in the DMs on. See what you thought. I'm liking this hand. It's looking a lot better than when I originally started. Here, I still have it. That's what it originally looked like. Say that again. A stupid creator, predator's call. Drop my YouTube app. Oh, I said, well, for sure, I'm going to be doing a cover myself. And normally with issue ones, I do like to do an alternate cover as well. So at least one, I could, possibly do more to be, I guess, persuaded into that. So if you wanted to do a cover, I would not be opposed to it. And I was saying, if you need me to send you the redesign for Insecto, I can. But I was also saying that you most likely have it in your thing. Although I did add just to add one thing on the foot. I added, yeah, I redesigned how the foot comes on and added this little part there. So I might have to alter it before I send it to you for that. But it gets everything else is pretty much the same. So let's see. There. Working on that. Oh yeah, just hit me up on the Twitters. Yeah, so you could alter if you want it. Like I said, this is quite some time away. This one, well, depending on how fast get things done. I'm keeping this on a separate one. Okay, so if you run this, looks great from the side. Hold on. At the counter pane. Yeah, no problem. Mm. It's not completely what I want. That was looking better. Take that out. We're going to leave that at that because that is, it's looking 100 times better, but it needs to be 1,000 times better than what it is. I came back at my, that's good. Shoot me the picture of Insecto Book One. Well, Insecto Book One is obviously origin story. Um, okay, I guess we'll go through it here a little bit. Insecto One. Oh, wrong way. So you can see the full page is there. Okay. Cover and all that. So we have here page one. We have Jack and his wife coming into town, St. John's, New Brunswick, from Hamilton, Ontario, where he's lived all his life. Well, and she has too. And they're just starting a new life. Married couple and John about to go to cooking school. Fire engine goes whipping by them. John's curiosity gets the best of him, and he follows it. They get to the scene, and they see this scene where this huge tall building. There's a woman up top. She's trapped. There's no way for her to get down. She's too afraid to jump or whatever, even for the mattress or whatever. There's no way for people to get to her. The ladders won't reach, nothing like that, for the fire department. And like I said, she's maybe too afraid to jump. And Jack and his wife see this. They start intervening and praying, and Jack ends up transforming into Insecto. At this, he's like, "Hey, wife, take the car to where we're supposed to be staying." And he just flies up and rescue, convinces the woman to, "Hey, come with me. You're going to be safe." And he takes her down. There's a reporter there reporting on this new hero. And that's where he ends up naming himself Insecto accidentally. He's like, he sees the bug face on his chest, but it also sees the eye in it. And he can see that he looks buggish. So or insectish. So he's like insect. He's gonna go for insect man, and then he's thinking in his head, it's like, man, that just sounds too corny. And then he's like insect. So and he didn't mean to say the O out loud, and they end up taking that as his name, and so then he's offline to catch up with his wife. Catches up with her, picks the car up from behind, scares her half to death. Just playing sort of a prank on her. They get to where they're staying. She's like, do you even know how to get out of what you're in? And he's like, no. And then, let me try. He does all this stuff, whatever, to try and get pull things off, the mask and all that. And he just ends up flopping on the couch and saying, Lord, Jack, please, or something to that effect. I've got it written out. I just forget exactly how he says it. And he ends up turning back to Jack McAdders. And he's like, jokingly, well, sarcastically saying, what did I say? Well, you said. And he's like, I know what I said. So then he tries, Insecto, please, Lord. And boom, Insecto. And then he goes, Jack, please, Lord. Jack. And figuring out how that works. So then he, in Insecto form, ends up helping get a bunch of boxes in from the car. And, then we have the next day. And they go back into St. John's for him to register for schooling, chef school, and her to find a job. And they agree to meet up somewhere. She lets him off at the school. He goes in, does that. And, that takes a couple hours or whatever, an hour. Gets on the bus. And he's headed to downtown where they're supposed to meet. There's a thing over the radio that there's a detour from downtown because some crazy woman is blasting away stuff downtown. And Jack gets off the bus, turns into Insecto, gets to the downtown area. And you just see a blast come out of him that he avoids. And then that's the end for issue 1. It's a bit of an origin. Well, you know me in origin stories. I like to tell them first. I'm not sure. That's probably a little bit more than a pitch, but I guess the pitch would be guy that's comic book fan finally gets powers. They're not quite what he wants just after getting married and being in a new town. Well, I guess that's the pitch of the character series as a whole. Not, I guess, necessarily for book one. I guess it depends on how. What page is this you're working on? Right now I'm working on, I believe, page 3. I'm something I did before. I started working on this on my chill stream, and I was going through and doing putting an insecto on each page, and then I was gonna go through and put each character on each page. You know, biggest character to least character, I guess. So I did, although I started page one on starting today. Did page one panel two, but I figured I'd go back to that method, and I'm working on page 3 right now. I'm on. I'll probably go through. I'll probably go through it 2 or 3 times to get it really, really good. Because before going into coloring, because um, those feet, I'm not sure that I got the original for those feet today. Let me see. It's page 2. That's what they originally looked like today when I started working on them. Now there's them new. Well, partly because of the new look they had. They look a little better. And you saw me working on the hand as well. Here's what the hands look like when I started today. And there's what they look like now. So I think they're looking better. Obviously, I think these things both need to look even better. But I want to just, you know, get it 100% better than what it's supposed to be, and then even more. Come back afterwards after I have everything in once or in a second time and decent. I think you guys get what I mean. So, any thoughts, comments? And also, I did a complete redesign in that Insecto that you might not know about. Like, um, there's basically what he used to look like. Or there's a new redesign. Redesign came from trying to figure out how his wings would work, because I had to draw. In this, it's like, okay, have to draw his back. I never had to really draw his back before. So, like, how do the wings attach and stuff like that? So I went looking at real insects and gave me some inspiration and did somewhat of a redesign. Oh, we had completely redesign. Oh, it sounds pretty good. Let me know if you need help with anything else like editing or storytelling or writing. Uh, I'll sketch some cover ideas for you if you like. Use one. Just use this one here. Cool, cool, yeah. So we're gonna take some stuff out here. Hey, good night, Spoon. How? Oh yeah. Yeah, I was asking a lot of people about the redesign for Insecto, see what they thought. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to do this every Saturday at noon Eastern. Also, probably around noon or 11 on Fridays, I'm going to be trying to do coloring the Canadian Shield 3. I did start that yesterday for anybody who wants to go back and take a look at it later. Oh, sorry, I lost my little brother. So this. Oh, yeah, I can believe it. Sorry about that, man. My condolences. Well, I don't know about what Bluetooth Canadian Shield 3. Canadian Shield 3 is being drawn by the same guy that did number 2. I'm going to have to do some more small corrections. Um, well, it's over here. Let's see. There's page 1 so far. What I colored. I had to put like the table in here myself on the bottom panel. I had to draw the backgrounds in for a lot of this, and then I had to re-put this table in. He is up to page 6. There's some corrections that need to be done on a bunch of some of the pages. He's done some he doesn't end up doing that I point out, so I end up having to do them. But oh, that reminds me also for this when we go to crowdfund, there is going to be the draw in tier for, well, I'll have to use mine here, my pages. Because I was going to do Shield 3 myself, but as some of you know, I don't really need to open up mine, but how am I doing overall in life? Not bad, you know. Yeah, I lost my job of just 2 weeks ago now. But some other things are looking up on the horizon, you know. So yeah, anyways, on page 7 here, where Canadian Shield ends up going to church, and there's a congregation here. I used the real life church to get the thing. I was going to take all these people, but I was putting in the chairs. Yeah, I had about 3 weeks worth of work in the kitchen, and then they let me go because I wasn't, I believe, up to their speed. Uh, Mentally, emotionally, probably ups and downs, you know, just because of life being blah, in my opinion. Not quite going the way that I would like to have a suit on, or is it? Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about there. Have a suit on, or is it a caprice like instead? Oh, you mean what's the material made of for Insecto's suit? Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna keep at it. But yeah, for the congregation here, I'm gonna have for the Canadian Shield campaign that hopefully will be started by the end of the year or early next year. There's going to be a draw in here. I think we're going to have 10 people, and I'm thinking either somewhere between 50 and $100 for the drawing, because you're going to be drawn in here and probably several places on this page, and maybe on page 9. And the the guy isn't. He's getting the templates done for these pages, and then he's going to be able to draw in the. Hopefully, the 10 people. Just hopefully that doesn't take him too long. And out of that 50 or $100, I'm going to be giving him some money. If it's 50, I'll probably give him $20 per person. If it's 100, I'll probably give him 50 bucks per person. He isn't. Canadian Shield is fighting Absorb. I can show you what Absorb looks like. Got a couple looks. It's one look, but it's two looks. Okay, so this is Absorb. This is what eventually in the future he's going to be wearing, his suit. But in this issue, we see him where he's first becoming a villain. Oh, the frog type villain is not till issue 4. Frogger sketch. So I giving him a janitor type look for this, but the janitor suit's gonna very much resemble his suit that he will eventually have. What did I enjoy about having the job itself? It was fairly easy, I found, anyways. But here's a little bit closer to the actual comic book without colors. I went and got a real like gas mask or whatever. That hopefully, I think they would wear in power plant that around some of the nuclear dam. What are Canadian custodians wearing in Canada and the States? Well, he's working in a nuclear power plant, so it's not like he's just working in a mall. And I'm giving the company name Ace Janitorial, and they're going to use lettering similar to or the same as what his A is for when he does Absorb. He actually doesn't call himself Absorb in this, but whenever I have him appear again, he will be in his new outfit and Absorb. This is after he just first kills somebody with his powers that he finds out that he has. He does kill somebody totally accidentally. Doesn't even know he has powers, just looks at them wrong, and that's pretty cool. Yes, here, go over a quick. Does your website have all characters in their bios? Well, I'll say it has 95%, or if not 100%, of the characters that are going to be in the first, we'll say, year and a half of my comics. All their bios, unfortunately, are not up there. A small pick of them might be. Absorb is, in this case. Larson was born in Georgetown, Ontario. His family bringing his family upbringing was short, as his parents abandoned him in a city park one day. Never leave a clue, never left a clue as to why or where they went. I'm afraid you're upset about you very hard. That's sort of stuff I ignore from you. Good night, Spoon. Within a few days of wandering, some street people saw him and took him in as one of their own. While living with these people, they taught him how to lie, cheat, and steal. This bunch of people were this bunch of people were not to stay in one place, stay in the same place for very long. So they traveled from one city to another a lot, taking Larson along with them. Traveling became a way of life for Larson, and he never thought of stopping and cleaning up his life. For some reason, I want to see absorb and see like The Simpsons. Well, he goes. I did. How did I ghost you on Minecraft? We're not even on the same server. I haven't even played Minecraft. When Larson was about 22 years old, he saved a man's life. In return, the man offered Larson a janitorial job at a nuclear power plant he managed. Without hesitation, Larson accepted. All seemed good for Larson, but life seems just to have it in for him. After working there for 6 months, a small leak occurred which no one noticed at first. And you might want to guess when this leak might have occurred. Wait, what server? I ain't on any servers. Some fans are furries. Uh, which no one noticed at first. All this, at first, all this, Larson was cleaning everywhere in the building, so he just got bathed in the nuclear fumes. Shortly after all this started happening, strange things started happening to him. Not to mention, he got very, very sick. When finally he thought he couldn't get things couldn't get any weirder, he noticed as he would pass by various power equipment, he would short it would short out, and then as he moved away, it would come on again. He would feel he would feel slightly re-energized. Rick is a virtual trucker. Yes, I've done some virtual trucking. Well, it could mean I'm on a server or not on a server. If I'm not on a server, I'm certainly not on the same server as you because I'm not on a server. Things continued as normal as they could be with all this happening. As more of these little incidents continued to happen, he came to the conclusion that he was shorting them out. I need to get some trucking in soon. Yeah, I need to buy the couple extra packs. I think I just need see how it is. Well, I don't have a server. I can't afford a server at the moment. One day, one day when at work he got into an argument with the security guard, and Larson got extremely angry with him and just gave him one of those looks that could kill. When suddenly light beams came out of his eyes, vaporing their eyes, and the guards raced to at this. At this, all the people started to run and scream in fear. Geez, security guards at this power plant are not very lucky. First Toxico, now Absorb. The Canadian Shield, not being far, heard from the scene, heard the screams, and followed them to the source. Once arriving, he leaped into action. Through rigorous battle, Larson learned much about his powers. In the end, Larson escaped. Now, unable to go back to a normal life, he decided to revert to his old ways. Soon after this, he decides to call himself Absorb because of his new powers. All things aside, Larson would give up almost everything to have a normal life. I would. So, if you made a server, yes, I would not be opposed to getting on it. Maybe we could get a few others that we know that might play Minecraft. Wait, isn't Absorb a janitor? Yes, Absorb is a janitor. He got in the argument. Absorb, the janitor, Larson Winters, got in an argument with a security guard. And then he gave the security guard one of those looks that could kill him. Lights burn, come out of his eyes, and vaporize the security guard. So you don't actually see that happen in this, but Canadian Shield in this book, Canadian Shield, is going to come as it says. Canadian Shield not being far from seen heard and follow them to the source. Well, I'm going to change that. He gets teleported to the scene. I'm pretty sure no one we know plays Minecraft. But you didn't realize I played Minecraft till you saw it on what's the name of it? But if we do it, I'd like to play the create with you, being able to create all the various machines and all that. So yeah, we're gonna see pretty much the second to last paragraph in the comic book, or that first sentence, basically. Or to where Larson escaped. Creative is no fun. How troll? What do you mean it's no fun? How will you troll me? Sure, there'd be more and interesting ways that you could troll me. You'd have to be creative about it. What about Boston survival? Oh no, you're missing my point. Yeah, I'm not. I don't mean creative mode. Good night, Spoon. There is something called Minecraft Create. It's a mod that allows you to build machines and stuff like that. Look it up. Minecraft Create. Not creative, but create. Uh, explain, Lucy. Like I said, you can look it up on YouTube. There's lots of people that play it. There's like you can have trains in it. You can have automatic boring machines. Uh, I don't know how we get that to work on a realm. I'm not sure whether you can. Look up whether you can do Minecraft create with realms. Oh, I'm going to look up how many SCPs I can put in create. So obviously, that's all. Dwellers. don't know what you mean by drones. Gotta go. Okay, catch you later, Sketch. Hopefully, we'll see you in the next coming weeks. Harold. Yeah, I heard of Harold. Remember, Sketch, I'm on Tuesday nights, and I will be on Wednesday nights now, too. Or no, not Wednesday. Thursdays at 7 for the silhouette game, as long as a work job doesn't interfere. And if it does, then I'll have it on another. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so there we go. That needs to be worked on, but maybe it looks a little better. Maybe it doesn't because I've had to do something totally new because the new look. Well, not something totally new, but a little different. Probably making them a little too big here, muscular wise. Probably will go with that next iteration. And of course, tomorrow night I'll be on Mike's. Is Insecto like Anthro Fury creature, but for bugs? Um, Joshua the Hedgehog. I have no clue because well, Anthro. By Anthro, I mean I think you mean anthropomorphic, like they do in a lot of TV shows. Is it a bug equivalent to a fur suit? No. Since this is a transformation by God, and this suit actually, I'm not sure. Oh, I wouldn't say that the suit necessarily gives him powers. I'm not sure how I would say it works. He says a phrase, he switches to this, he has powers, but he does in his normal everyday look because the powers come with the suit and the suit comes with the powers. Why did God turn him into a furry? Because he wanted to be a superhero, and well, this is what he got. You know, careful what you pray for. You might just get what you ask. But it might not be the way that you asked. Is God like a genie? No. The genie, I'd say you get everything you ask, but you only get three wishes. God, you don't get everything you ask for. Monkey's paw. Well, I've heard of that from thing, but I'll say no. I don't know quite how it works, but no. And if anything, would be a genie would be a god. Still, nowhere close. Okay, so there we go. That's page three, sort of redone. We're gonna have to come back and redo the insectal parts, obviously. Does Insecto even like bug before getting insect powers? I'll say this. He probably likes some and dislikes others, but he does not overall hate them. He's not the guy that was into bugs in school, collecting them and all that. If that's what you're asking. Joshua the Edgehog. Not the hedgehog, but the edgehog. Do you feel edgy tonight? Uh, so you are furry lord? No, I'd be fun. It'd be funny if you did bugoids. Yes, it would. Well, I'm creating my own comic. Funny thing is, I'm creating my own comic verse in the comics that he would read, and you know, so probably his favorite hero in amongst those would be Super Spider, which is a combination of Superman and Spider Man. And he's going to be like, I wish I could have got more Super Spider powers. But he's like, yeah, I like these two. So the Super Spider, Iron Bat, which Iron Man and Batman, Captain Hulk, which is a combination of the original Captain Marvel and Hulk. And I just did those because they both transform. There's some other ones that I have in that invented verse. The Merge Comics. That's not no copyright law in the universe is going to stop. Right, the hedgehog. In fact, let's say I have them over on DeviantArt. Try to download it, but I didn't. Well, I'll, I'll you're yes, I am a deviant. I'm a deviant artist. Okay, let's see. I combined Supergirl and Rogue. Quicksilver and the Flash, not a big surprise there. Red Hood and Winter Soldier. Red Winter. Or we could call him Red Soldier. I don't know. Red Hooded Winter. And combined Red Robin with Daredevil. And combined Robin and Bucky. And they become Plucky. So, but Bucky is Winter Soldier. Yes, and there's 5 different Robins. So I have to make this fit somehow. So in this case, I don't know whether Bucky would become what would be Bucky would Plucky would become a red thing, but it would make no sense that the first Robin, what Robin is working with, I don't even know whether Robin would Plucky would work with Super Spider. Oh no, who did I combine? Who did I combine Captain America with? That I gotta figure out who I combine Captain America with first to even answer stuff like this. And the Green Lantern Corps is combined with the Nova Squadron. And I think they're Green Novas. I combined Nightwing with the Scarlet Spider to get Night Spider. I said that one already. I am that. I combined Hawkman with Darkhawk. I don't know what I'm naming him. Oh, that's Pope Fire. Pope Fire shouldn't even be in there. Maybe we should that one. That's another combo one that should be in there. Oh, this is a combo one that it's a completely different universe. Spider-Man and Batman. Spider-Bat. And a combine Hyperion and Ultraman for Hyperman. I said about that. Captain Hulk. Oh, Bat Devil. Batman and Daredevil. Not part of the merged universe, though. Oh, I know who I combined. I combined Captain America with the Guardian. Like Roy Harper. I think his name was Roy Harper, Guardian. The one that was supposed to operate during World War II. So I guess Plucky would be his sidekick. Instead of the Newsboys Legion. Okay, so we gotta figure out the win time. That's the big thing. Next. I need to do that better. Parts of that is better, parts of it is not. I was being rushed there. So, yeah, so it's been 2 hours. I think I'm going to end there. Hopefully, next stream we'll get through a few more pages. Hopefully, we'll get through page, and that was 4. Hopefully, we'll get through 4, 5, maybe 6. So it's been good having you all here. Stay tuned. I will be here. Well, I'll be on Mike's channel tomorrow. Why was Pope fired? Probably because I just uploaded a bunch of stuff, and she's a cross between Pope Fire, Starfire, and Pope thing. Stop smoking pot. I can't stop smoking something that I never started smoking. But everybody, thanks for coming by. And I'll be back Tuesday for the chill stream. This chill stream will have no silhouette game because this Thursday the silhouette game starts by itself, 7 o'clock Eastern. So be there for both. I will be just trying to do some roundabouts while talking with you guys in the chat. So see you tomorrow or on Tuesday. So bye for now. God bless. Love y'all. Have a great and wonderful day. How come we didn't include Pope Raven? Because it was a thing to draw Pope Fire. But I've created a character called the Raven. And I've drawn Raven several times.